Okay, guys, welcome to the match play analysis between Jose and John, and here we go. I don't mind the slice serve for the first serve. We just gotta get a more line drive and less floaty. It's not bad for the second serve either, but the topspin is better for the second serve, right? We should work on that. Oh, gotta walk that in. Remember, drop shot, so we walk it in. And Jose, looked like you were running up well from that, so that's good. I guess you were reading his racket on that one. So you were paying attention to his body language, right? Also, everybody has tendencies, so we should really pay attention to that, what they like to do. Yeah, that slice serve is better lower. Never hit slice high. Slices are always meant to be low. Oh, that's not bad. No, you overran it. You overran it. Oh. And that should be more of a approach shot feel there, right? When you're hitting that ball. And also, I don't know if you were trying to hit down the line, but hitting that down the line is a really low percentage shot running that way. Really low percentage. You'd rather slice it down the line and come into net if you're going to go down the line. But a little cross-court slice coming in would have been nice to his backhand. A little floaty there. Oh, you got to adjust to that. Yeah. Jose, stay aggressive on those ground strokes, yeah? Move your feet faster and set up for the ball. Don't get into this rally mode, you know? I'm not saying hit a winner, but don't be so just pushy on the shot, you know? Move your feet and hit your topspin. I mean, you can hit that topspin forehand well. Try to do that as much as possible, like a Nadal kind of feel, you know? Move and hit, move and hit. Don't just kind of stop moving and push the ball. Not enough spin on that one. You got to maximize your spin, especially on that second serve, right? You got to think about that. You got to spin the ball. Don't hit the ball. Spin the ball. That's not bad. Oh, I know, kind of back. Oh, you got lucky, Jose. That's just a weird shot, you know. I don't know if you're trying to lob it or whatever, but that's kind of like an in-between stuff, you know. Like here, it's definitely gonna go over. So move in. Yeah, that doesn't even look like you were trying to lob. You know, so I'm not really sure what was that supposed to be. Unless you were trying to give him a high backhand. But John actually is pretty decent with the high backhand because he has pretty good strength up there. So that wasn't really going to be a winner unless he just made an error. And of course, we never play tennis assuming the opponent's going to make an error, right? Okay, that was a pretty decent serve. Yeah. Man, imagine if your server is quality every time. You know, you can just relax and play the game, you know? You're always going to be safe in the balls, always. It's just not worth the consequence. Oh, okay. I don't know if your timing was off. The serve was a nice serve, but I don't know if your timing was off or you looked like you were a little off balance there, Jose. I mean, usually serve return's one of your strengths, but I'm pretty sure here you were returning a lot better later. I saw those. So it's going to get better. Maybe it's just your timing in the beginning. It's way too flat. Way too flat. You have to calculate your serve percentage. Oh, that's a nice second serve. Yeah, that's a good return there. And John doesn't come in again. So now he's back to the baseline. You see when I say stay on it, okay, you see literally your attention goes away from the ball, right? Right here. Okay. You see your eyes? It's already forward. How could your eyes be forward already when the ball's just passing you here? The eye should be staying there, still there. It should still be there. And now it should be coming forward. But it's almost like your vision just gave up on the ball before the ball even got there. Now, let's say it was a bad bounce, okay? Because that's the only legit excuse for missing a ball totally. But even then, if let's say we're a bad bounce, shouldn't you be looking at the ball even more? You know? I mean, watch the pros when they get a bad bounce. they keep their eyes there so long, it's like they can't believe they missed the ball, you know? Okay, that's a better attitude, but we got to hit that cleanly, right? Yeah, that's a better attitude. That's how I want to play the forehand. There you go. Now, I don't like the way it's just going up the middle the whole time. That's a little better. Make a move. Oh, wow. But you didn't make a move enough, right? So you see how that point went out? You hit middle, 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 and then like slightly to his forehand. It just wasn't enough to trouble him, you know? So you're hitting the ball better, but you're going to have to move him a little bit more. You know what I mean? You're going to make him suffer a little bit more. And that accuracy has to be more aggressive with your footwork. Remember, accuracy has to do with early preparation and being in position. If you're late for the ball, you can't pull it. If you're early, you can't push it down the line. You can, but it's not going to be a very good shot. You're going to have no topspin and power into that ball. That's how important the setup and movement is to get your strike zone right. Look at you with that backhand on that serve. That's just ridiculous. Man, Jose, if you can just like get your mind right about the backhand on any situation, I mean, Jesus, that's like your best return of the day. And that was like his best serve of the day. And it was your backhand. We're going to have to go over your vision in the thirds. I don't know if we went over that in the 1/3 vision. Seeing the ball early, then in the middle, then late. 1, 2, 3. So write that down. Remind me next time when I see you. And we'll have to work on them. It'll work a lot better in a private, but we'll try to do it in a group also. Nice. Love that return. Nice and compact with a little top spin. Oh, return right up the middle. Really? I don't know if you disrespect him or not, but you forgot how he's supposed to play tennis here, right? So first of all, here, I like you're coming in on this ball, right? But I guess you were just trying to feel good and you wouldn't even think about location, but it was literally right up the middle. Now, luckily, that's to John's jamming backhand. So I don't really expect John, no disrespect to him, but I don't expect John to hit a passing shot from this position. It'll be a pushback or a lob, right? Because look at him. He's so defensive looking here. Look, it says defense. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? So now, here, okay, you kind of look defensive here. I mean, that racket has to be way more in front, okay? Like way out here, okay? That way you can really drive it this way or drive it this way. So you actually look defensive here as well, like the ball just came in on you, okay? That's why you just pushed it that way. See the racket motion? It didn't go through forward, you just pushed it. That's why John was able to reach it. And now here, what are you thinking? Huh? Look at your body language here, Jose. Look at your body language. You hit a decent volley. I give that like an A-, B+, right? But look at your body language. Like, okay, let me just watch John run for that ball. Instead of thinking, John looks defensive, so if he goes for down the line winner, it's going to be really low percentage. It's going to be really tough for him. So, first of all, you should have been moving over just a little this way, right? To cover that down the line in case he gets a lucky shot down there, okay? Any shot John hits cross court is going to be weak from this position. There's no way he can hit the ball hard this way. It's going to be weak. So you should be able to cut over and get that. Okay, down the line, you move over a little bit and you cover, right? But the scary shot here is, we all know this, right? Is the, right? But look what you do here. He's in this position and look what you do. You're just kind of moseying over to the right. And now the ball's almost on you. And now you're starting to, there's no way. And on top of that, when you knew, let me see how hard you put your right foot back. A little bit there. That's your right foot back. But you stepped back. You didn't turn back. If you turned back, right? If you turned back here, right foot was slightly back, but you didn't turn back, because if you did, your left foot would not be here, right? Your left foot will be over here in front. And then your right foot will be back here, sideways, but you're not sideways, you're this way. That's why there was no way you're going to get this ball anyway, because he had a decent lob actually. See? And then we lose the point that you were on offense. See? That's how we lose points, because even though we played parts of a good point, we don't carry that momentum through, and we just let him off the hook. Now, credit to John, obviously, he had a good lob there, but it shouldn't have mattered. That's a nice serve. Attack. Oh, why? See, again, no follow-up. You had offense there. You had a good serve. He just got it back. He just chipped it back. Get up there and do that, low forehand topspin to this corner here, and get into the net. Because that's really hard to hit it to the right with power. That's not a bad motion, just a little too high. Not a bad motion. Okay, not bad. A little decel. I'm not really sure why you're standing there, though. See, this shows you're not playing the game, okay? Not actually paying attention to the game. Watch this, okay? So at this, let me give you a slow-mo of what you should be thinking, okay, while this is happening. Of course, you want to think faster after training, but you're going to have to think slow-mo right now, right? It's okay, so you hit the ball, okay? I don't like that form, by the way. You got to follow through with the racket. Which way? Across that way, right? Towards the court. Why is it pointed that way? Okay, here. Slice there, okay, and now you're thinking, okay, John has a low approach forehand, okay, and John didn't work. If he worked this way, that means he has a bigger chance to what? Boom, inside out. But he didn't, so it's much easier for him to boom, inside in, okay? So at this point, you should be thinking, he's not really working to the left. He's just standing there, which means more likely he's going to pull the ball. But look at you. You were just standing there the whole time and just watching him. No split step, just standing there. Okay, he had a decent shot, but there's no way that should be a clean winner. You should be able to chop that ball. Okay, get over to chop that ball and just kind of slice it this way and make him hit another volley that way or something. But that didn't happen, right? Way too complacent. After John hit the ball. It's not like you're competing. You're watching. You're being an observer. But that should have been your thinking. Okay, understand what I mean? Didn't move his feet. He's standing still, hitting the forehand. It'll be an inside-in forehand down the line. Ooh, nice. Oh, wow. Again, John didn't really handle that well, but Jose, I love the way you took that on the rise and just calmly hit that ball. So not like it was a great shot, because I'm sure you didn't intend to hit it short and out of his reach, right? But because you were calm, because you did your job, that's why you won the point. Because the right shot happened because you did the right things, not because you were aiming for that spot. Ooh, good serve. Oh, Jose, what the... All right, no comment on that. You know what you did. That form, oh my God, come on. I mean, what, was it too easy? Right? You're probably like, oh my God, it's so easy. I just have to get it over there. Do you ever think on times like that when you're about to hit the volley, when the ball's on your racket, do you ever think, okay, I need to put my racket up and hit a pretty volley right there like we practiced? Right there. Right? Halfway spot. Okay? Right there. Do you ever think like that? Because I don't think there's any way, 0% chance that you thought about that on that volley. Because you would never hit a volley that bad if you thought that. Never. That's not a bad swing, actually, on that serve. That was pretty good. I would actually expect that to go in, the way you hit that. Not bad. Ooh, nice little jammer. There you go. There you go. You made up for that. See, I love that attitude, though. See, I love that attitude. Because you did badly on that volley before, and you were like, no, I'm going to hit a good serve. I'm going to come in. I'm going to fix it. I love that attitude. And it's not just for you. That makes the opponent think, oh, this guy has the comeback attitude, So I have to do a lot more to beat him, because he's not going to self-destruct. He's going to fix it. That's a dangerous thing to have in an opponent. You don't like that at all as the opponent. Nice. Oh, man, where are you? Where are you going? I mean, see, this is your lack of understanding of geometry, okay? The feel of the geometry. I know that sounds weird, but when you become a better tennis player, you have to feel the geometry of the court, Geometry of the court. Geometry, Okay, you have to feel it. There's no way you can look and try to run and do all that stuff. So this is what I mean. Again, slow-mo thinking. I hit a serve. I'm jamming his forehand a little bit. So he looks defensive again. So while I'm running in, again, when he's not comfortable and not set up to what? The chop, chop, chop. He's not working this way, is he? He's not doing the Rafa, chop, chop, chop this way to what? Pummel the ball, boom. So this is not happening. It's not happening. Okay, you have to feel that. Okay, so that means what? The geometry you have to cover is this area here and not this. You ignore this. Totally ignore this. Done. Okay, so your thinking is more this area here. So the dangerous shot is what? That. Dangerous. And the only other danger is that, but again, that's not happening here the way he's set up. It's going to be weak that way. All right? But regardless, look at this. As he's hitting the ball, what should he be doing? Split step. Here, split step. Look what's happening. Look at your feet. Still running. Just running. Just running. There's no way he can cut. Absolutely no way. See? Yeah. And you know all that stuff happened. So you obviously had a brain freeze there. It was a brain freeze. That's not bad technique. That's not bad tennis. It's just literal brain freeze. Like I just tried to show you there. I'm not sure if I remember that correctly, but I think you may have told me at that point when I was trying to show you that no way you could have gotten that. It was like too good or too far away. But remember, if you have momentum coming in, you split and then what? Cut forward, 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 okay? And not this way. That way you're not going to get it. This way you will. Okay, someday you'll see that one volley where you do that correctly. You'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe I got that ball so easily. You'll see. You may have experienced that before, actually. Look at that return. Jesus. Man. That's you, Jose. The harder they hit the ball, and that's actually not just you, but especially you, because you got that nice short backswing. You have like great form for that kind of ball. But you have to also learn to generate your own, you know? That's part of the recreational weakness, generating your own pace whenever you feel like it. That's one of the hardest things to do consistently because our swings are all flawed. Our swings aren't perfect like the pros. So that's why it happens. Oh man, that face was so wide open and you swung up. Remember, that's a bad combo, right? Go. Now I guess the serve was out, but still, shouldn't be swinging like that. Yeah, it's still too open. Yeah. Remember, ground strokes. Close the face, swing forward. That's how you hit it hard, okay? And usually you're fine with that, but for some reason on that one, I don't know if you're trying to get more depth or something. I don't know what you were thinking, but that's what it might seem like. This is why on the toss, we always take our time. We always take our time on serves. Never rush yourself. Extension on the toss. All the time. That's better. Oh, look at you. See, I can always tell when you're going to return the ball. See, John just had a temper tantrum there because he thought he had a good serve and you hit that. But honestly, losing that is his fault, right? He thought when he hit a good serve, he was entitled to win the point. Instead of saying, I hit a great serve, most likely Jose is going to hit it short, so I should start running up. See, not playing the complete game. Another amateur mistake. Hit the line? Oh, no. Yeah, 6 inches long. I saw that one. Wow, that's a great second serve considering you had that break and stuff. Oh, nice forehand too. And then, okay, before I tell you, Jose, why don't you tell me what you did wrong here on the backhand? Why this is happening? Okay, we went over this. Okay, watch your backhand here. And before I tell you, you guess while you're watching this, why this backhand was bad. See? Again. It's a very defensive, laid-back backhand. Not only with bad footwork, because you know you're not supposed to put the right foot over, right? That already stymies your follow-through, so you're already uncomfortable there. Okay, here, look at that. No wrist bend. you're bringing the arm back. You're not bending the wrist back. So your skill is right out. So this is only if you're pushing, like, let's say a hard, like 70-mile-per-hour serve back. You want no power. But here you're hitting a ground stroke from behind the baseline. So basically already your hand is out of the skill. Okay, and then here, look at your right elbow. Look at it pull. It's almost like, see the inversion? That is, I am afraid to hit the backhand. Instead of, it should be here, and the wrist should be out already. The wrist should have released around. But look how late the wrist is from here. And now you try to catch up. Look at this. Now the left hand comes around way too late. By the time the ball's gone, it's way gone. You see? And that's why stuff like that happens. Those lack of fundamentals really make you suffer in those kind of situations. Holding on for dear life and then releasing late with the crossover step. That's another one. Of course you get that return back. There you go, John. You moved up better on that one. Is he paying attention? Ooh, that's a nice one. Beautiful. Now, okay, Jose, you did a pretty good job. Now let's go next level. Okay, so obviously you need a lot of control. But we've done a lot of mini tennis, okay? Meaning this, okay? What I tell about tic-tac-toe? Right? If you get good, you should be able to put balls in this areas, right? While you're moving up, okay? In this case, the tic-tac-toe is actually full court, which is even easier. Okay, watch. Yeah, I'll draw all the lines because you got this line, the singles line, and then we got two lines here, right? Like that. Tic-tac-toe. Like this, okay? Let's make it all covered so you can see this. Okay, we got tic-tac-toe here, right? All right, so think about this. Moving up here, I don't know how you feel about this, but how do you feel about these areas? I mean, like, do you feel like they're big or small or whatever? I don't know, okay? So bottom line is this. When you're moving up, each one of these squares matter because you can't hit a hard ball. If you hit a power ball, boom. I mean, boom, 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 boom. Doesn't really matter. Okay, all this is good. All this is good. Here, 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 here. All that is good because there's too much power for them to handle it. Okay, can I undo all of these? No. Oh, I can. Or not. Nope, too much. Okay, so bottom line is, okay, all this matters. All right, so back to the lines. Tic-tac-toe. Now watch. You're moving up. Okay. Hopefully John moves over more. Oh my God. That's terrible. Yeah, look what John is. He's not even in the tic-tac-toe zone. Okay, it's not. All right. So this is how it works. Okay. The stuff that doesn't work, okay, is here. These doesn't work. Okay, because John can move over too easily and get those because that's literally like mini tennis. Like you're handing him the ball. Okay. Now that means minimum we have to get it in these spots. Minimum. Okay, why? Because those you can hit a little bit harder and it'll penetrate to the court, right? Now, you're going to pretty much know the answer here. These are no good, right? These are no good. It's too close to him, right? So meaning the only acceptable spots are here. All right? Now, to me, this spot is a little risky because you can't hit it really hard. And John's still right there, so most likely he will reach that. So to me, that's not a good shot. Okay, so, oh man, cleared it again by mistake. Okay, so, do it again, sorry. So we said no here. Okay, no, no, no. You gotta hit it too soft. Nope, no, too close. Here is the medium soft to close. Okay, so what does that mean? We got these relocations, 1, 2, 3, right? So, between the three now, this is the key. How hard can you hit it and still be safe? All right. So to hit this spot here, okay, you got to hit it pretty hard because John is only like that much away. Make sense? So I think this is a little bit risky. Okay, so I would really not risk this because unless you hit like right along this line here, like right along that line here, he might get that. So why risk it? So your job is to be able to hit this spot and this spot. That's it. Okay? So let's see where you hit it. Now you wonder why. It bounces right there. See? In that first box. You have to learn how to get it here, here, and here. And then you win. That's simple. Okay? And then he was able to do whatever he wants because we play mini tennis. So he has pretty good control of that, actually. All right? And that's just a no-brainer. Now, if John moved over and actually played the percentage play like a person aware of the geometry himself, if he were more over here, then you can mix it in with a what? A cross-court angle that runs off that way. You know, like the pros hit. All the way cross-court angle that way. But that wasn't really an option there because John actually was standing right here. Okay? That would be silly. He left this alley open for you. So, you got to take advantage of it. Oh, so flat. So flat, man. Yeah, that's just no comment. There's no reason to comment on that. Just silly. Just silly. Stuff happens way too much. Just not taking care of the ball. Not how we become a better tennis player. Okay, that was better. Imagine if he did that starting the last point. But 1 point loss later, we try to do that. We're out of our mojo. Now we're kind of ticked off. Wow, that's a great second serve. And then, again, out of the mojo. And you can tell, like, John, your body language there is just annoyed because you're annoying yourself. I mean, you are playing low percentage tennis. That annoys yourself. You got to realize that. You're putting your mind in a bad state, that impatient state. Wow. See, the jammer is tough, isn't it? The jammer is tough. So that pace is about the same, but Jose, you didn't handle it as well because you had to get away from it as much harder that time. Jammer is a really good serve. You guys got to do that more. Another one there. You got to work there, Jose. You look like you're giving up on the shot there instead of doing your aggressive pushback, That's a nice one right there. That's what I love. Move in, approach. There you go. Get in there. Oh, man. Jose, if he chopped that, it would have been better. But John really got away with that, right? So here, Jose, remember, when you're reaching this far, we practice this, right? You should have known here, oh my God, I got to reach a lot, right? So here, you should feel John is not really coming in. So here, a lob is not a good move. Okay, he's not sprinting in. Okay, so here it should have been just a cut. Remember? You put your racket up high and you cut, boom, down on the ball. And you go make the ball just go cross-court zip. And it's going to end up at his foot because he didn't move in. So now he has to hit a difficult pickup shot. Okay? A lob would have still been better than what you did. I don't know what, yeah, see that wrist, no. We got to chop the ball. I showed you that, right? Chop it and the ball just floats over. But you forgot that. All right, we'll keep working.